Hey guys, it's me, Ria, back again. Just hopping on for a Sunday message. I just did a Ria on the run outside, and so I quickly came back in to plug in my phone, and I want to deliver a Sunday message. So I'm still in my running gear, still sweaty, still keeping it real with Ria, keeping it real with Ria. So I'll just wait and see if any of you guys want to hop back on that were on a minute ago, and I thought I'd deliver a Sunday message. Just give it a minute, see if anyone wants to hop on. Hey, good morning, Rainbow. Good morning, Rainbow. So I just was doing a Ria on the run, and so then I came back in here to do my Sunday message because I wanted to keep the video separate, but it's kind of going to be an extension of what I just did anyways. Fatty Ader, Fiore. I was thinking about you yesterday, John, and I was wondering if Fiore meant fire, because I know you're a Leo, which is a fire sign as well, but then I looked it up, and yes, I remember you now telling me it meant flower. Very beautiful. So I'm just giving it a second to see if anyone wants to hop on. I just delivered a Ria on the run. And this will be a continuation. I'm going to do a collective message. So if you guys don't mind sharing out, I don't have my computer, but that's up to you. Yeah, I saw that flower. That's beautiful, because isn't that what our journey's all about? It's like a flower blooming. We come into the earth and we're born, and we go through our seasons and our cycles, and we keep reaching for that sun. We reach for the answers. We reach for to know the mysteries of life, to know who we are, to know our path. And that flower always leans to the sun. But we have that sun within us. That sun is within us. It is us, and that outside reflection is always showing us our light, revealing to us our light, allowing us every moment to embody and to flower and to bloom. When we open up and we surrender and we allow and not resist, we bloom and we open like a flower. And I know that seems kind of corny and cliche, but it's so true. We're always flowering, and just like some flowers, they'll spread and multiply, and with every season our light and our flowering becomes stronger, and it blesses more and more people also with what we have allowed to bloom within our own heart space, what we have allowed to open up to. And it just brings beauty and more reflections of us. So a flower, what Spirit is saying right now, is a flower, when it multiplies, certain flowers, and some even get so thick they need to be weeded out. And all of those flowers are also, Spirit is saying, is reflecting one another's blooming as we multiply and as we take over the garden with all of our flowers. Every flower is a reflection of our own blooming, of our own energy, based in the pure love, light, God source energy that we are. That's really cool. I'm the flower. And you want it to be something stronger, like a volcanic eruption, right? Fiore, yes, I know it's Italian. Hey, Lauren, hopping on for a Sunday message. I just did a Ria on the run, so I'm going to do a collective Sunday message. And the Ria on the run, and all of my message, and like all of you guys, it's always an extension to what we've already been revealed, what we've already been shown, what we've already activated within us. No less than taking that step up the staircase and then entering a culmination where everything is coming together and making sense. Well, every message, every channeling, everything I experience, it's all a culmination and an extension, which makes sense, because if you're God source energy, you're always illuminating and expanding love and light. And light is life. Life is never ending. God exists everywhere all at once. Energy for the expansion of that. And so what Spirit was talking about and showing me is, again, how the contrast and how we are integrating and allowing any contrasts or polarities to team up, to activate us, to catalyze us, to merge as one. And they showed me, and I just shared this, like something that's breakable. I'll just say this little bell. If I drop it, like boom, right there, it's not going to break. It's not going to break if I drop it a few inches off the ground. But if I take it and I go up 100 feet and I drop it, it's going to shatter. So that is showing how a contrast, the gap, the bigger the gap, the more catalyzing to the light it can reveal within us. It can crack us open, whether it be something that just comes out of nowhere and opens us up, something catastrophic or seemingly catastrophic that brings us to expose more of our own light, or something that's been under pressure for a long time, like gold, a piece of coal that's, oops, I found a couple things, coal that's under pressure for a duration of time. So we experience these activations in many different ways, as you guys know. And right now, we're all at the point where we are popping off that lid even to our light and to our fire. I found this little gold cap. It's to a Smirnoff bottle, but it stood out, and I like the gold, and it's almost like we're popping the lid off of our light, of our illumination. It's like if you take a flashlight and you put it in the closet, but then you open up the door, then, or a candle or a strobe light or anything, then it can shine. And Spirit is just really using this demonstration that sometimes even the pressure, like a bottle of carbonation, and you shake it and then it explodes, but we're exploding in a really positive way where we're allowing more of our light to illuminate. So anything that you are still feeling under pressure, and Queen was coming through earlier too, Freddie Mercury, Under Pressure, the Queen song, Under Pressure. And we've been that way. A Master Light Blaster has been under a lot of pressure, but we're in a time now where we are exploding in a way our light, which just means illuminating and allowing that clearer reflection to be received and to gain that in our physical life. And that is part of our frequency rising, stepping it up. And then obviously we're shifting to the realities that are reflecting this clear, beautiful light, these powerful expressions that we are all going through right now, and stepping into our power, stepping into that creative energy that we are. And then I found these beautiful little it broke when I went to pick it up. But these little, I don't know if it's shale or what, but these little hearts. And I just thought they were really pretty. They were just kind of shiny, and oh, there's a little face in that. Go figure. Kind of a little face in there. But anyways, so that was kind of the Ria on the run. And then I was talking about the Master Light Blaster, which I might as well hit on really, really quick. The Master Light Blaster is a term that I labeled to a consciously aware being. You could call it a light way shower. What's it called? What the hell's it called? Light worker. A light worker. Those on that conscious path, but a master light blaster is willing to take it to the next level. And I just make fun of it. It's not truly from the ego. It's just expressing our innate state for those that resonate to that, about really wanting to experience and activate the fullness of who they are, to experience that. Not to die, not to repeat it, not to, not to be diminished, not to compromise our love and light, but to actually live it in this timeline, which we are being called as we shift to the new earth, the golden age, the age of Aquarius. And anyways, the Master Light Master group, oh, that's what I was saying. I gave it that label like 10 years ago. And so I've been like on my own journey forever and ever and ever, even prior to that, since a kid. And now I just feel like my bottle has popped open. And I just like feel like I'm this eternal like well of just information that wants to come forth. So anyone who resonates with that, or is on that own journey, it's a group, it's a private group, and it's going to be by membership 33, representing the master number. But you're going to get daily channelings, and you're going to get quick reads when you participate or when you're with the live. So you can get a reading for $33, hardly anything. So a whole month's worth. And then, of course, people can put it on continuing payment if they want to keep doing it. And it'll be a platform where we can also do your own lives, experiment, and pose questions to one another in the group of like energies. So it's just an extremely powerful, and everybody is extremely powerful, obviously. But a Master Light Blaster, it's just those on that conscious intense, I'm going to say intense, even though we don't need to live that way. There's no right or wrong way of living anything, but that someone who really fully wants to embody and be there now. And that's how I've always been. I just want to be there now. Okay. So that's what that group is. And anybody who does want to join, you can ask me, inbox me if you have any particular questions. I'll add you to the group, send you the invite once I get a payment, but it's going to be really good. So right now I'm still going to be doing my RIA on the runs. I'm still going to be doing my mini channelings, but I'm going to be taking a lot of my focus and obviously, because it's going to be at least 5 days a week, applying it to the Master Light Blaster group, which is kind of a teaching and a reading. And then I'm trusting the topics, what spirit wants to bring forth. And a Master Light Blaster has cultivated so much trust within their own path through their own surrender. And that's what we're being called to. All is as it should be, divine timing. And when you open up to that flow, it really is magical. It is synchronistic. And I'm just excited because I think it'll be fun. And even if I was the only one, but I'm not. Tamara already signed up. Tamara is my first Master Light Blaster Master Light Blaster member, and we're all equals, obviously, guys, and we're just sharing and reflecting information and perspectives of one another to gain more activations. Life will activate us. We activate ourselves through our allowance, through our opening up, through our seeking, and you shall find, as within as without. And it is somebody who takes their journey, takes their reflection, and allows it to empower, the dissipating the illusion of separation. For it is this and that. We are here and there, but we are the sun, we are the source, we are the generator of all that is before us. The sun doesn't get its light from the ocean, it reflects its light on the ocean. Its rays extend out. You guys are all pure love light beings, God source energy. You are the source of all the creation in your life. You pave, you trailblaze, you allow the pass, and then that reflects into this hologram that we call life. So obviously we're all reflecting and sharing in this oneness, in this unity, in this light, to give us, from the human perspective, different vantage points, different angles to see ourselves, different reflections where we are literally activating and allowing greater insight and wisdom and knowledge to be shown in this limited musical experience. So holy shit, you want to know how powerful you are, you got to go through it. You want to know how bright your light is, put it in the darkness and see what you illuminate, see what you reflect back, see what you activate, see what you change. The change doesn't happen, the reflection in the mirror doesn't change from a manipulating your face in the mirror. I mean, in the mirror, say you don't like the tears or you don't like the frown. You don't go to the mirror and try to change it. It comes from you. You are the sun. You are the sun emanating and illuminating the light that you experience as that reflection on earth. And all of us are giving us opportunities to fine tune our frequency. What ray, what frequency do we want to express? And even the frequencies that are total contrastic, if that's a word, show us areas where we can use our free will and allow it to be that contrast, to know what we want to engage in, to multiply, to fertilize, to nourish in our life. It's all beautiful. We even put horrific things in front of us to get our attention, to activate and to release that light. All right. Thank you, Leona. What is it? Magic mushroom? No, magic pixie. So anyways, I'm going to do a collective then. And if you guys, and this is what I'll do too in general, still on my lives on Temple of the Sun, by donation, I'll give you a personal, but in the group, you'll get that as part of being a group member. You'll get quickies in the group for so what it does is like the collective, and then we go in and we fine tune it. How does it apply to Leona? How does it apply to Samadhi? How does it apply to Gina? Thank you, Gina, for sharing. So real quick, I'm just going to blast some light here for you guys. There's Rainbow. Thadiator, do you have a spirit name? Lauren, do you have a spirit name yet? Gina, Samadhi, Magic pixie mushroom pixie does. Suzanne, do you have a spirit name? So the spirit name is just a frequency representative by, a word that we're giving ourselves. What frequency would you like to emanate, to illuminate? What do you connect with? For me, it's aqua. And that came to me a few years ago. And I always wondered, I need to be by the ocean. All my walls were being painted kind of aqua-ish or mint green. And aqua represents that water. It represents the age of Aquarius even. It represents a 5 as well. 5 is the number of change, but so does, I think, Rhea, aqua, and all of them all kind of, without knowing it, are 5s. So catalyst for change, loving the expansion, loving the spontaneity, and just loving all of that. So you can choose your own frequency name intuitively. Ask yourself, dream it, ask it what it is, or you can pick and choose it. It's all you, no matter what. All right, so spirit, what? And I did this yesterday as well. And know that anybody watching now or later as well, if you want a personal, I will honor like the live. Like, I know I've got a couple people that wanted it yesterday, and then they private message me. If you catch the live and you like the subject matter and whatever I'm honoring in that, I could create you a reading as well. So today is just open donation. If you do want a personal, let me know. And the first card, kind of like yesterday, what is it that we are really bringing to the light? What are we really transmuting? What deeper, denser energy are we really allowing to activate our light? What subject matter? What idea? What is the energy before us now that we're really working with in order to bring forth and unlock and activate this greater wisdom, knowledge, insight, magic, serendipity, all of it, synchronicities in our life? So what density is working for us? What contrasting experience are we integrating to allow to work for us? And I don't know if Kim Chemistry, she's not on here. She was on the Rhea on the Run. And Kim, you're a master at this. You are so good, especially being the gem. Oh my God, I got 3 of them. All right, Spirit, fine. They obviously are all going to connect in some way, shape, or form. All right, let me just look at what you guys are saying. Magic mushroom pixie. Yes, I thought it was magic mushroom. I wasn't sure if the magic part was there. I knew it was mushroom pixie. Yes. Oh my God. And that thing that, and I'm sure you saw it, Gina shared the image of the mushroom spores leaving itself as it dies, and it was just so beautiful. And that's what we do as Master Light Blasters. We leave these sparkles of light and dust for others to pick up on and receive parts of themselves as a reflection and choose whether or not they want to activate. They want that reflection. They want to incorporate that energy for them. They want that mirror. A van pulled out in front of me yesterday. On the side, it had the advertisement. Well, that's a sign for you. It had the advertisement sign aqua. I love that. Yeah, so I urge any of you guys. Oh, you are here, Kim. So Kim Chemistry. And I was even thinking of you the other day, and now I even have the goosebumps as I'm thinking of you, just real quick. And a lot of times Spirit will point out little messages to people, how you truly are a master of allowing the catastrophic seas, like the cup falling, the gap. You merge and bridge the gap of the contrast, and you allow them to work together. So whether it be this huge quick drop explosion catalyst for you, or whether it have been something that you've been enduring for a long time, Kim, you're a master at the integration of allowing and filling in the gap, merging in, dissipating the separation of opposing forces to create this greater power. So beautiful. And Spirit's been like just bringing that up, and even not on a live that hit me. I think it hit me yesterday. Okay. So, geez, I'm crow. Lo and behold, differences. I just am amazed at how the oracles, the cards, and everything connects when you just open up. When you just open it up and let it out, let it go, let it flow. This card perfectly demonstrates what I was just saying to you, Kim, and what I said on my Rhea on the Run a few minutes ago, and what I'm saying for the Sunday message. Look at the opposing cats, the black and the white. with the fruit in the middle. And it's representing them, the opposites, being able to eat of the same fruit, get that nourishment by coming together. They aren't fighting right now. They're just kind of looking and gazing, and they're in peace, representing the merging of those energies. Cats also represent magic. I'll never forget when my cat talked to me. It was unbelievable. I walked in the room and my cat said to me, "Well, hello there." It was unbelievable. Cats, something very mystical about cats. And one time I locked it in the garage just because we were selling a house and someone came to look at the house. So I didn't want the cats running around. And the garage was huge. And that cat literally shape shifted, or I think you could, I don't know if that would be the word, or teleported into the house because it did not want to be there. It just is amazing. So, cats also, for you guys watching now or later, you might have spiritual cats on the other side that you had in the physical. You could have, obviously, you guys do have cat um, animal guides. They are amazing. So, anyway, so spirit is bringing forth this card, energies that we are integrating and we're transmuting, and then through that transmutation and surrendering and not resisting the opposing forces, we bridge the gap, and they merge as one. No different than the yin yang coming together, but within the yin yang symbol, there's this fine line. There's a fine line of gray in the middle. The gray is that new creation. That's how we continue the expansion. Catalyzing forces coming together, opposing polarities, opposites to create new life. Master light blasters are creators of life in motion in every moment of now, whether it be through a thought, whether it be through taking an action, whether it by doing an inspired action or decision or path, whatever it is. Master light blasters are constantly creating new life on so many different levels. And of course, that life, because we're multidimensional, is happening multidimensionally. As we change a thought, do something here, catalyze information, multidimensional selves are also reaping the rewards of that, and vice versa. So differences, we are pulling together differences, bringing together differences in our life, whether it be thoughts, relationships, jobs, ideas, environments. We are really merging differences together to gain the fruit, to gain to merge them, to get the nourishment. Beautiful. Hey, Christy, I have a raven that keeps coming to me. I'm sure of it, Christy. Me too. I have ravens, but I like to call ravens are bigger, like versions of crows, right? Crows come to me. And actually, it's funny you popped on because it was either a raven or a crow that actually called out to me on my run today as well. And they always deliver messages to me. I always gain insight. If I was ever contemplating in the past, if I was going to go for a run and didn't feel like it, and I was in bed and thinking, I don't know if I'm going to go for a run, the crows would always caw. I would always hear them and know I had to go on my run, and I would always gain insight. And I've told the story. I won't get into it right now, but they literally led me out of the woods where I was lost one time. I thought I was stuck in blueberry patches and swamp and prickers forever, and I couldn't figure my way out. I had no sense of direction, but probably because I'm multidimensional. I don't know, but I couldn't figure my way out. The cause, they cawed me in several different directions. I had nothing to lose. I followed the caw, and they led me out of the woods. That was amazing. All right, so that's one of the energies, as you guys, Master Light Blasters, are doing. The other one, holy shit, how is that even possible? This is not a cat deck. Lauren is into the cat decks. Cats, another cat, guys. This has never happened where I've gotten two cards with cats. Cats, okay. Yeah, very playful. This little guy's playing with his light. I don't even know what the meaning is yet, but you know how cats will play? Well, what's extending from his paw is light. So it's about playing with the energy, playing with the reflection of our light, playing with our creations, playing with names, spirit names, Master Light Blaster labels, playing with the physicality, playing with the environment, the realms, the work, the relationships, the kids, whatever it is for you, playing with that energy. And what came through really strong as well on my run today was the dolphins. And the Master Light Blaster group is really about playing with that dolphin, going deep into the oceans, the water, the heart, the energies of the whale, but then coming forth and playing in that light, playing, expressing it, illuminating it, laughing at it. We go deep, but then we can play. It's also bringing together the two, the two, going deep into the darkness to gain the light. I can't even believe how awesome and in sync these cards are, but I should believe it because, geez, I'm crow. It's it's the story of my life. I didn't hit upon the 36 here. 36 is 6, 7, 8, 9, which is an ending a cycle. So to me, this card is representing the ending of the cycles of the through the dissipation of separation and bringing forth the integration of polarities and unity, represented by these two cats. They're not away from each other. They're actually touching each other. They're at peace. So it's about ending the cycles of strife and fighting, ending that cycle to enter the cycle of peace, to do with the contrast, the opposites, the polarities, integrating all, because we are all gaining our fractal pieces of ourselves to work as a team, work together. If we got all of these different abilities and gifts, sometimes in our mind, when we try to figure them out, I know me, I'm spontaneous, I trust spirit. Yet I have this teacher in me that wants to have classes and blah, 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 and thinks I need to have everything like organized and perfect. So it's about integrating opposing aspects of yourself and allowing them to work together. That's what the Master Light Blaster group is for me. It's taking the gifts, respecting who I am as an individual, and bringing them all together to work, all in the same soup. One ingredient in the soup without another will not be the same. It will not be as good. It will not taste as good. And that's what all the group members are as well. Any group, any platform, any business, any undertaking, everybody has their flavor to add. Everybody has their fractal of light to add. Everybody has their perspective to add, to gain a greater to gain greater vision and perspective. So that's what this is: ending the cycle of separation, bringing and merging all opposing forces to be a team. And then this guy is playing with it, playing with that afterwards, taking that energy and playing it. That is the new foundation of our creation. This is a 44. So ending the separation, ending the cycle of separation, strife, thinking you have to be this way or that way, thinking you can accept one characteristic in yourself and not another. No, it's about self-accepting, honoring, respecting all that you are. Your irritableness, your mood swings, your I'm talking about myself here. My ability to change directions on a dime, um, but also my compassion, my vulnerability, strength, courage, all of it, allowing all aspects of yourself to work together and not criticizing and holding judgment. When you hold judgment, whether it be for yourself or it's reflected through others, that is creating separation. It is all for you. It is all created by you for you. And as a Master Light Blaster, we're at the frequency now where we know we are allowing all. We know there is no separation between what we see on the outside and what is within us. We know all is working to reveal, to activate, and to catalyze our light. So ending that separation and having fun with it and creating from that 44 master number, foundations, all pillars in the structure are balance. What is balance? Spirit told me true alignment is balancing, and balancing is the integration of the polarities merged as one. Integration, operating as one. Alignment is allowing all aspects, honoring all aspects, even if they seem extremely different, bridging in the gap and knowing all parts are needed. We needed your not you needed your naivety to learn to discern. You needed to have things catalyze or happen on the outside to teach you to trust. You needed to have the doubts to gain courage. You needed to face your fears to have strength. We needed all of it. It's all served us. So now we're playing in the light, playing in the energies, and it's playful. And that is our new foundation of creation. It's not through force and might, but it's through playing in our light, represented by this cute little cat with the light illuminating from its paw, and it's like a little, where in the hell's my glasses? It's a little chime, and the chime has got a crescent moon, and it's got not a chime, but maybe a chime, but a little dangle. It's the moon, and that moon representing, it could be opening up to a more fuller part through this playfulness, but it also can be representing revealing anything that seems contrasting and just playing with it, allowing it the light and allowing the darkness both to show you the way. The light will show us the way, but so will the darkness. The darkness is the flip side of the coin, and we're creating by that allowance in the playfulness and taking on the energy of the dolphins. And in this case, what is it, a little tiger cat? And it's more kitten-like, so it represents innocence and creating in the innocence and child play from this new platform, because the healed child is revealing itself. The trauma has been healed, and that child is ready to come out and play. That little John Thaddeator, that little Kimmy, that little Teresa, that little Christy, that child is ready to come out in the innocence that it was created in and to play in the light allowed by the adult version of you, in the safety of the adult. So playfulness. And then the third one, I can't even wait to see, message. What did I just say about the crows and the ravens? And you just said you had raven energy, Christy. I just went on a whole little spiel about the crows communicating with me. And we've got message, and we've got a darker colored bird. I don't know what kind of bird that is, if it's whatever, but it's dark. And it's got the same image as that chime. Oh, and something else that stood in that little dangle is the Fibonacci. What is that called when you go within? Like like even inside that shell, the spiral, going within and then having that experience without. Going within, it's kind of like the infinity too. We go within, we connect to ourself, our light, then life gives us that outer reflection to experience that light, that activation, and we go in and out, in and out. And same with the spiral, we go within and then to spiral back out. That is in that, but so is this. So what I was looking at on here is there's this little map, and that symbol is in the middle, but that will be hard for you guys to see. So it's message, and 45 again is also an ending. But what stands out is the water, and it's kind of dark, but it's purpley. It's just representing the illumination that can be found in the dark. When things are dark, we can gain our insight, we can gain our answers, we can get our messages more clearly sometimes. So sometimes we need the dark, as obviously as much as we need the light, but we need that dark to go within, to reflect, to not have the distractions of the outside world, not to have all of the mirrors. So the nighttime and going out in the dark are very important, because we can hear clearly, because everything else is kind of hidden. It's kind of in the dark. I love to go out at night. I love to go out in the dark. And then we gain those insights. We gain that answer because it keeps us tuned in and focused. Sometimes we go through really dark times. We go through dark nights of the soul. We go through dark tunnels, just like the caterpillar going into a cocoon to grow, to gain. We go through dark nights and tough circumstances at intensified levels, because it's the only way that we would get our answer. It is the only way that that intensity would really want us to seek. And sometimes what it does is it actually brings us to surrender and to throw in the towel and then relinquish control. And then what do? We open ourselves up to greater wisdom and knowledge and light to operate, to get the answers we really need, not superficial, but something deeper. And that's even representative by the water here. Sometimes we got to go under the water really, really, really deep. We've got to address emotions. We've got to address things on the inside that we might have been deflecting or repressing or inhibiting. And the darkness will bring those depths out of us, and they will bring them to light, like these stars reflecting on the water. And that will bring us freedom. Freedom in the light, freedom in the dark. But what stands out on this are these messages, scrolls, great wisdom, sacred knowledge that we all hold is found in the darkness. It can be found in the darkness, obviously in the light as well, but the darkness gives us the experience of the light. We need the darkness. because that's where we go to reveal the mysteries. And then as they are revealed, then they're brought to the light. And it gives us that experience of being the light. So if we gain this wisdom and knowledge and it was just there, we don't necessarily have the experience of our power, our strength, our God source energy, unless we go deep into a tunnel and we find our way out. But it taught us to trust our own intuition, to trust, to connect to something deeper than the reflection. We're being called to connect to something deeper than the reflection. Again, they're bringing back the sun. Nothing is outside of you. That is just the reflection. So if you want a different answer, you want to live a different way, you want a different result, you got to go within. We can't operate from answers of the past. Happy born day. Someone's birthday? Hello, darkness, my old friend. I love that song. Simon and Garfunkel, right? Oh my God, that one. That's so beautiful. All right. Certain songs just hit me and I can just feel the emotions in that song because darkness is our friend. The contrast, the opposing forces, it's all our friend. All right. So 3 extremely powerful, potent messages that we are allowing to utilize, to activate, and to bring forth greater illumination of our light. Ending the cycle of separation and allowing the opposing forces to merge as one so that we make, and showing us that we have gotten the fruit and nourishment from both. But when we bring them both together, we have double the nourishment, double the power, double the flavor of double mint gum. All right. Very beautiful. So I'm going to do one divine mystical out of those. What is it called? Magical. What the hell's it called? Mystical wisdom. So obviously these are the areas that we are working with. And I just want one more insight for the collective concerning the mystical wisdom generated after we've done all of this, after we've applied, utilized, integrated, processed, allowed, and experienced that. What is the mystical wisdom? Thank you, Christy. Happy birthday, whoever birthday it is. Freedom, yes, freedom. There's freedom in the darkness, and we sometimes think there isn't freedom in the pressure, but the opposing force of pressure and constraint is freedom. There's always an equal and opposite reaction for every action, and we are merging them both, bringing them both, bridging the gap to unify them as one team, and then bringing forth a new creation. So 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2. 1 + 1 equals 3. The third language, the language of love, the language that you are creating through your own integration, through your own allowance, through you through you just doing your master light blaster work. All right. Thank you, Nicole. I don't know if I've seen you in my lives before, Agnes. Thank you so much, Master Light Blaster. All right. This is it. Oh my gosh. Do I have 2 decks here? No, that's the one. All right, good. Thought I was mixing up decks again. Go figure. This has been coming up so much for you Master Light Blasters. It's the dragon. Discover your courage. So that darkness makes us discover our courage. We don't know how strong and courageous. We don't know the power within until we actually get to experience it through the physical, through our senses, through our physicality, all of it. If we just were told, oh, you're all powerful, but you never had to display it, use it, or experience it on your journey, how would you have the physical experience of it? To know something is to experience it. I can read a book, understand it in theory, but until I actually apply it to my everyday life, it doesn't mean that much until you go through it. A Master Light Blaster learns, experiences the whole gauntlet of physicality, but allow it to activate and to know thyself. They allow the whole gauntlet to integrate and bring it together, to retrieve fractals of self, to bring it back as the team, as part of you, to display that beauty in your world now. What came to me also this morning is it not Jane Seymour. What's the other one? Meryl Streep on the Gauntlet. What the hell was the name of that movie? It was so good. And she had to go through the gauntlet. Well, that is our journey. Whether you call yourself a master light blaster or call yourself nothing, because in reality, we're labelless. We're just awareness. We're just consciousness. But in this physical realm, we like labels. A light worker, light shower, lighthouse, I like master light blaster. We have gone through the gauntlet, and once we surrender to the gauntlet, surrender to the flow, then we allow all to reveal all that we are. So that's what you guys are being called to. All right, dragon. So discovering your courage. A dragon too usually breathes fire, but they're free and they're strong and they're courageous. But the fire can represent our passion. It represents the dissipation of the illusions that prevent us from illuminating, embodying, and being that light. No different than the sun. I'll use this analogy a lot. The sun comes up in the morning over the ocean. Sometimes I go running and I can't see 2 feet in front of me because the fog and the mist is so dense, but I just trust and I'm just running and I find it really cool. But as the sun comes up, it dissipates and dries all of that water and then it's clear. Well, the dragon's fire does that. It will dissipate the confusions, the illusions, and open up that pathway, bringing all to light, bringing all to the truth that it is. And it's funny, another ocean scene. And it's happy. That looks like a fun, young, happy dragon. It's not burning its flame right now. It's just basking in the light. It's basking and riding the air, the what's it called? The airways. Jet I call it jet stream, but whatever it is. Just riding it. And it's all green. And obviously the green represents that heart. So as we embody and allow all that we are without judgment, we ride our own wave. We ride our own dragon. And that dragon is just the energy of our light, our love, our authenticity, however it is displayed, and just riding it and allowing it and honoring it. You are all to be honored. You are all to be respected in all of the arrays of emotions and all of the experiences and all of the journey. There is no judgment. It is all allowed through you. And sometimes the hardest things you are hardest on yourself, the things that you have held guilt and shame in the past, were the very things that you needed that allowed your dragon to hatch, to be released. So be true to you, honor yourself, and all else will fall into place. Beautiful messages. Yeah, burn the density. Yes. And we needed that though to be born, to be born again. Trusting the intuition, trusting our intuition takes us places, creates us, connects us, opens up streams of consciousness multidimensionally as well. We're opening up to ourselves in ways that we could have never have conceived and will continue to do so. All right, guys. So beautiful. Kelly. So Kelly, yes. I'm not sure if it was you or Carissa, but let me know if you want that reading done now, because I can do it now, because it's kind of the same subject matter that we were talking about. If you want to make a donation, and you said yesterday you wanted a live pertaining to yesterday's, but today's pretty much the same kind of idea and stuff. So let me know, Kelly or Carissa, if you made a donation and would like open donations if you want a personal regarding this. If you still would like that, I can do it now, or I can do it in private and just record and send you a StreamYard link. If anybody else has made a donation for a reading today, let me know. And I urge all of you to try and join and be part of the Master Light Blaster group. It's only $33 a month. We can spend and throw that away at the stop of a quick mart, a quick stop, a reading, and you get a month's worth of it. And it will be a continuing thing, obviously. That's what I say now. And it will be channelings. And it will be mini reads for those that are on the live on the Master Light Blaster group. And obviously it'll develop to be more than that as well, giving us all the opportunity to explore, to express, to post questions, to develop our psychic abilities, all of it. So thank you. That's what the gold room was originally created in. So now I'm just leaving the gold room as it is. And a lot of people use that mainly to kind of share information, and that's fine. the Master Light Blaster group will only be information that is, and it's a private group for the group members. So any lives won't be shared outside, except for stuff that I do here. I'll share with that group as well. But it's a platform for the members, by the members. Okay, let's look here. Let's see who we got going on. Where are my glasses? Beautiful, beautiful collective message, guys. Thank you so much. And then, of course, I'll still be doing this, my Ria on the Runs. I'll share that with the Master Light Blaster group, but the Master Light Blaster group will be having its own set of channelings. Most likely everything bleeds into one another because that's how spirit is. But all right, let's look at the messages. All right. Thank you so much for everybody that has shared out. Thank you for sharing the love, sharing the light. Thank you for being here. Thank you for everything that you've been through. I have never had any nicknames either. I was out called Crackers for a while, 9 years ago, because all I would eat at work would be Ritz crackers. I like crackers. I like Ritz crackers. I like crackers in general. Raven. All right. That's so funny. The Aquavan, Suzanne. Heart and Crown expansion. Yes. 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 I know you love cats, Lauren. You're always talking about the cat deck. I ran into a gorgeous bobcat at work in the parking lot. Wow. Yeah, cat energy is really, 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 really strong. I guess I'm going to have to explore that and look into it a little bit more as well. My cat Randy thinks he's a dog. I did have a cat that thought Pokey thought that Pokey, was that a girl or a boy? It was like a tom girl cat. Tomboy girl. But yeah, she thought she was a dog too. Ah, you have a cat deck, Kimmy. Yes, playing with the energies. And that's the beautiful thing, Kim Chemistry. She says, I don't know what's going to happen, but I play with the energy. That is because you've come into such a deep place of trust, in allowance and surrender. And that opens you up to so much more than what the limited human mind can conceive or perceive or create. There's so much beauty in letting go and just allowing the moment to be the moment. And we're all called to allow every moment as a moment of us, where all spirit has been talking a lot. Every moment is a moment of us, because it truly is. It's truly created by your higher self, God source energy, for you. So nothing is separate from you, because everything is created for you by love. Even especially the contrast. The physical journey is not easy, but we didn't come for easy. We came for master light blasting. Amy pulled a cat card today as well. Okay, I didn't see Amy here today. Catherine Newkirk, thank you. Whoops. Let's blast Catherine. Blasting your light, guys. You're digging in the sand. Awesome. Curls. Yeah, they got to be my main totem too. I swear to God, because they've played such and they're messengers. And I know Kimmy probably relates to this too. Gemini sun signs are considered the messengers, like talking, communicating, intelligent. Nicholas Magnus, thank you so much. Or Nicole, I mean, not Nicholas. Nicole, thank you so much. Just come out of the darkness. Yeah, and we'll have intervals of that, and that's beautiful. Doesn't mean we're free in the clear. We're human. We came for the human experience. So there are going to be times where we're going to have little things that are going to challenge us, but that is beautiful, because then that causes the catalyst, which is a trigger for us to open up to more light. Happy birthday, Nicole. So that's where the birthday blessings are. Yes. 45 years young. Numbers are just a frequency. I don't resonate with numbers. Yeah. Deeper understanding. That's what this journey of life is. It is the physical experience of our God self. And every experience brings us to a deeper self realization, which is nothing less than opening up the treasure chest, taking out another gold nugget, and just admiring that gold nugget as a reflection of yourself. And every piece of coal we get on the outside is an opportunity for us to see the gold reflection of ourselves in it. You guys are so awesome. Thank you so much, Nicole. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Oh, Kiki? My nickname is Kiki. I like that. Cats are grounded. Thank you for that, Christy. Charco. I had a cat, chartreuse, named Charco. So maybe Charco is like really with you, Nicole, lately. I start seeing things from other people's perspective more. Yes. And it's just observing it. It's just, you don't have to adopt it or claim it, but everybody's perspective gives us an opportunity to discern your own frequency within that. Everything just is. There's no right or wrong. It is. And it's up to us to discern, to decipher, to create whatever we want to make of it. Yes, I felt his energy brush up against me the other day. Ah, so cool. All right, Saint Nick. Yes. Oh my God, saw a gorgeous raven the other day. Nicole, thank you for being here, and thank you for obviously a lot resonating with you, and you're reflecting that energy for us through your presence. You are bringing forth those things that you're resonating with: the cat, the raven, all of the energy that's coming through today. Yes, discernment equals balance. I am having a little bit of difficulty marrying my authenticity with my career. And that's beautiful. That is beautiful, Lauren. You're recognizing that, and just keep allowing it, and allowing your discernment, allowing your tuition to show you how to marry the two, how to merge the two together. The ultimate marriage is your spiritual self. Where is it? Where's my infamous thing? The marrying of your spiritual with the physical. That is what the Master Light journey is about. It is about mirroring and merging what we always considered separate. Spirit life is different than the physical. We were taught that kind of even. And now the ultimate marrying is the marriage of your spiritual self with your God self. And that is the ultimate bringing together, integration, allowing of polarities of yin yang coming together as one, to be expressed in the physical. How awesome. I just feel so blessed that we get to experience that. All right, guys. So I don't see anybody requesting a personal, and it's, oh, of course I didn't put up my PayPal either. I'll stick it up. I'll give you guys a minute. I don't know if Kelly and Carissa are there, if they want, or if they wanted me to do that offline. But if anybody wants a personal message, how it pertains to you specifically, it's open donation. And please consider and like try it for a month. The Master Light Blaster. And I don't need to, just, it is what it is, and you will if you're supposed to. All right. So if you want a personal right now, it's riabarna1224 at Gmail, or Venmo is riabarna at Gmail. And if I will post the Master Light Blaster information under this too, if you guys are interested. I've been calling it forever. I've been calling us Master Light Blasters forever. And we are. That is part of our soul's journey. And you don't need a name. You don't need a label, obviously. Reanator, you are pure love. You guys are pure love. That's what you guys are. We're becoming lighter and lighter, embodying more and more and more light. That is what my soul's purpose is, for sure. And the only way to know that light is to experience, to go through it, to go through the process of self-realization, to go through the process of God illumination, and to blaze those paths and to keep creating. Every time we ignite light, we reflect that on the outside. Just like with the spark, with the infinity, you guys are all truly abundant because you have a infinite love is available to you in every moment of now. Every moment of now, there are infinite potentials to create, to explore, to perceive. And it all starts from you, your perception. Makes me just too emotional. So again, we go within and then we get that experience. So we activate, and then we come out in the infinity and we get to experience the physical expression of every light activation. And that is beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's a time total of stepping so into your power like no other timeline, and then seeing and living that on the outside. The only other place Spirit is saying is where you've done that before is when you are focused in your totality of your awareness is focused in spirit. We are able to do that in this physical timeline. That is so amazing. Now that is good news. All right. Hey, Kim Chemistry. Kim Nicastro, hippie chick. We must do a live at some point too. Again, congratulations on your new teaching job. So beautiful. Miranda Panda, thank you. Are you still? Yes, I will take a donation for a reading. Very beautiful, beautiful messages. And the stronger the light, the more I cry because it's just so beautiful. So you can look at it this way. You know how the sun reflects off the ocean and the ocean represents our emotion? Well, this is a good way to look at it. So as our light gets brighter, it reflects. As the sun comes up over the horizon, more and more light is shone on the water. And that makes sense why the water or the most beautiful things and connections and highest frequencies make you cry, because it's overwhelming to the human. It's almost like it's a cell for the heart, but the cries of um, tears of joy are freedom, expression of freedom in the physical being. How awesome. So Miranda, yeah, let me know if you made a donation. Did I stick my link up there or not? So yeah, the tears, just for me, they just got to go with part of the channeling. And Spirit says, whenever you cry a tear of joy, it's like a release. It's another release and activation of light that has been, what's the word, repressed within you. We're always all that we are. We have all of that, but we don't experience the totality of that in the physical. In the physical being couldn't handle of that because its body is made up of certain frequencies, densified frequencies, limited. And now we are at a point where we're really activating. It's a process that happens in our physicality. So hence ascension symptoms sometimes. The physical body, if it was done all at once, it wouldn't be able to handle the intensity of the frequencies that we are embodying as we become more and more light. But they're thinking the tears as a emotion release. What it is a emotion. It is a drop of love coming into your awareness. So tears of joy is a droplet of love coming into your awareness that is overwhelming for the physical, because we have been repressing that, but yet it is who we are innately. And that brings great joy to the physical body. They're droplets of love revealed into freedom. Oh my God, that's so beautiful. So every tear of joy is a droplet of love recognized in the human being that is brought into freedom, that is brought into our awareness, that is brought into our experience. All right. Let me just do some curl. Now I need a freaking tissue. Be right back. Ouch. I'm so stiff now. I went running and then I sit crisscross. Be right back. Miranda, let me know if you made a donation and I will do a reading. And anybody else for that matter. All right. I always like to sit on the floor. Okay. Let's see who we got here. Donated. Okay. Any particular question or just what Spirit wants to bring forth regarding how the collective message pertains to you? I've donated, but it was the other PayPal, the one that just says Ria Barna. Whatever one. Was it PayPal or Venmo? PayPal? Okay. riabarna@gmail. That's fine. That's fine. One's personal and one's my Temple of the Sun. And a lot of us have been utilizing our personal accounts to help avoid payments. So whenever you guys donate, not just to me, but each other in general, because they're donations in general, click the friends and family. That way we don't get as many, what's it called? Fees. But otherwise, I don't care either way. Thank you. But just for each other, because we really are all friends and family. And the more and more light that we activate, the more true friends and family, the collaborations, the reflections of that are really reflecting, like all of you guys truly are this beautiful, overwhelming reflection of love. That is true family. That is our eternal soul group, soul family. Okay. All right. Parties, Lenny Lucas, parties. Can you please see if I will get the home I applied last week? Will both party approve, please? All right. I'm doing donated readings if you want personals. And I did put that on the heading. Okay. All right, Miranda, whatever comes up. Yes, Miranda. All right, Miranda. We'll see. Most likely it'll be an extension, or it'll fine tune into your energy of what's specifically affecting you. But okay, Miranda Panda. Is it Panda? It's so cool how your name rhymes too. All right. So I'm going to kind of do Miranda. I'm seeing a lot of brown around you. Brown represents rooting, grounding, fertilization, a nice soil. So whatever that you are, what's immediately coming to me for you, Miranda, is whatever ideas, whatever creative endeavors, they are placed in a nice soil. They have a nice, ground to grow in. Like when you plant a seed, you don't want to just put it in sand because it's not as nourishing. If you put it in a nice deep soil, it has the nourishment it needs. So whatever's going on with you or whatever you're contemplating, it sounds like it's a nice soil for you to flourish, or ideas or creativity, or for you to gain in and to ground that energy. How do we ground as a physical being? Taking action in some way, shape, or form on our creative endeavors, on our visions, even if it's just journaling. That's taking action. That is bringing it to the physical experience. And maybe you like gardening. Are you contemplating gardening? It could be something even as simple as what it means, what it just means. Soil. It doesn't have to be a deeper meaning. But however things resonate, use your discernment to your how it resonates to you. So maybe dirt, maybe brown, something, maybe it conjures up a pair of old trousers or something. However it means to you, that causes that excitement, that causes that spark. That is the way, that is your tuition letting you know, yes, it means this. Like when spirit comes through, my whole body will vibrate and I know I'm on the right message. All right. All right. So this is what is for you, Miranda. The darkness that you are illuminating, the darkness that you are allowing as an experience to generate more light within you, to generate clarity, to live your path of happiness and fulfillment, is the card of honesty. So this card came up for the collective as well a couple days ago or yesterday. The flame represents being honest. The flame of a dragon burns away the density, the fog, the confusion, the uncertainty, just like the sun coming up over the ocean burns the mist off the beach. So something about you are coming into greater clarity, which is giving you, it's not saying that you're not being honest. It's saying you're gaining greater clarity of your heart's truth so that you can step into greater honesty. So you can make decisions based in greater honesty, which is just greater alignment to your heart. Sometimes we will make decisions based on other people's ideas or things that we've taken on energetically from the past to prevent fears, doubts, or more pain. Those directions are usually by the ego trying to keep us safe. For example, maybe you tried out on stage as a singer. I'm just using this for example. I'm not saying you. And they were booed off stage. Well, that experience sticks with them, but now they feel they've really cultivated their voice, their expression, but they're still a little bit afraid or damaged from that other experience. But something deep within you is calling you, and that's really your truth. But you say, make an excuse not to do that based on that old belief. So what's happening for you, Miranda, is you're being called to, they're saying, take center stage, however that means. It doesn't mean literally center stage, however you might be, but you're being called as a light to share your truth, to shine your authenticity, working through the darkness and fears and doubts. So there's something for you that you are like that dragon burning through the densities, which could be representative as fear, self-doubt, unworthiness, shyness, whatever it is, keeping you kind of hidden. So you're being called to be brought out into the light in some way, shape, or form. Could be work, could be an idea you want to present, could simply be an idea you want to share with your partner, friend, or family. So it's about you being honest with you so that you can take that center stage and be the light of that truth that lies in your heart. I don't know if that makes sense. Maybe you've been going along with the crowd to keep peace. And in the past, you might have taught, oh, it's better to keep peace than to stir up any bad feelings or whatever. So that isn't serving you anymore in your honesty. Honesty means being truly authentic, trusting what it is that you stand for and presenting it. So something to do with being honest with yourself, and that's going to bring forth abundance, because true abundance is the expression of your greatest light, because then that is what you're reflecting in your world, and nothing feels better to one than expressing themselves, freedom to be them, freedom to speak their truth, freedom to express their greatest joy. That is abundant, to live in that. So as you bring forth greater honesty and connect to the clarity of what that is for you, that is also going to project out as that reflection of abundance, of joy, of fulfillment. All right. The wisdom from that is dreams. Believe in your dreams. So maybe you're holding on to something that you're still unsure about, or it might seem too good to be true. So, Miranda, it's about believing and allowing that truth to be shown. The candle lights a fire. It's time for you to light a fire to your dreams. Take action on it. Just speak it, allow it, whatever it is. It could be as simple as shopping for some new furniture and you hate your house, but you don't think you can afford the furniture. Something about just, it could be simple and mundane, or it can be something grandiose, but it's about you bringing into light through a connection of honesty with yourself, which is connected to your dreams, things you have in your mind, visions, ideas, things you've been contemplating. And you've been contemplating them because you are trying to gain clarity, and that is beautiful. So you're coming to a greater clarity of honesty with yourself to bring forth an abundant life. And the Mother Earth heart card that you received was be happy. This is a little splash of water on a brick. It is happy, it is joyous, it is expression. And the message is you don't need to change the world to make a difference. All you need to do is change your perception and get happy, Miranda. As you change your focus to that which brings you joy, your world changes, both your personal world and the world as a whole. All begins with you. So that definitely goes to the collective message of you are the sun. And just like this water splatter, see all of the little shoots of water splatters? Those are the rays emanating from you. The greatest source of happiness is being honest and speaking your truth and bringing that out into the light. Being integritous, being courageous, being strong, and exposing your flame. And like that water spot looks like a flame, looks like a sun, it is through the guidance of what makes you happy, what brings you peace. Now, that is not to say you will not have to traverse or go through and work through fears and doubts, but it's working through those fears and doubts by speaking your truth. Very beautiful, Miranda. I hope that made sense to you. I am not sure what my dreams are. I've asked, but I'm not sure. Okay, let me read your previous messages and will make sense. And I love the engagement and communication of a reading, because then I can get triggers of information through your questions. All right, let's go back to Miranda. No, it resonates, but not quite sure how it makes sense. But yes, it's resonating. I'm going to pull you one more. I'm not sure what my dreams are. I've asked for, but I'm not sure. So I'm just feeling there could be something based in an old energy or belief, or something you're denying within yourself that is coming to light, that's going to reveal your dreams. So I'm feeling as you connect within, maybe meditate or whatever brings. Okay, so your dreams are also, what spirit is saying, are those things that make you happy. Whatever your dreams are, they're connected to happiness. They're not something that you don't connect to already, is what spirit is saying. So like for me, I love, all spiritual work and that kind of stuff. And that makes me happy. But in the past, I might have thought, oh, I would like to be a channel, or I'd like to do readings, or I'd like to have a business doing that. But I didn't believe it possible. That might have been stopping me from fulfilling or living my dream. So there could be something that I am feeling for you, Miranda. It's something that already brings you joy. You already know that happiness, but there's something just that you are burning the veil of how it merges with a real life dream, how it can be presented in this world. So this is beautiful, Miranda. You've got much that is coming to light for you. Much is coming to light that is within you as you allow your guidance to be guided by that which makes you happy, excited. It will make you face your fears, and that is good, because it is the fears that are the things preventing you from perhaps maybe knowing your dreams, believing in your dreams, or knowing exactly how that looks in your real world. So the main message for you is your happiness is your compass. It is your guide, to trust in it. And something about your happiness, when you're being guided, it's funny how things work. It will bring up fears and doubts within you to transmute, to burn through, that allow the dreams to come into your awareness. So be honest with yourself, speak your truth, but know that the confusion is aiding you. In order, any confusion that is, like you said, you didn't know, so that would be kind of confusing. Oh, this message sounds good, but how does it really apply to me? So just going within for that answer, and it will be revealed. It will be revealed to you, and it will show you something about yourself. So start off with what makes you happy. What makes Miranda happy? Because those are the that's the ignition of your dreams, the bringing it into the real world. And just being honest, just delving, even journaling. They're saying, write down the things that make you happy, or what moments in your past brought you the greatest happiness. The happiness, joy, that is a God source character. Happiness, peace, bliss, that is everlasting. That is part of your innate self. So when you think back, even in your past, of times where you were the happiest, what was the catalyst for that? So there's some things that are just coming to light for you. They're going to be revealed. It's making sense. And that's okay not to have the answers, Miranda. That's part of the process. These are just, and the guidance is just breadcrumbs. It is just information for you to contemplate, to discern, and find where your resonance is. It's information for you to play with, to reflect upon, to come to your own resonance. You're welcome, Miranda. One more. I'm just feeling it's not complete yet. I don't like that feeling of non-completeness. And you're not going to have all the answers right here. That's just part of the journey of life. One more to sum it up. One more to sum it up. It's up to you. So what they just said, Miranda, it's up to you to bridge the gap. It's up to you to bridge the gap of this information being channeled to you. It's up to you to bridge the gap. There's nothing to rush. There's nothing to rush. There's nothing to worry about. Just be in the now of you. Every moment is an opportunity of you. And through every moment of opportunity, you'll be given choices, Spirit says. Choose the path of happiness. And the final one is, I combine body, mind, and soul to lift all of humanity into a new dimension. So you are opening up. You are opening up to activating codes of Christ consciousness, divine love. You could be a gateway. Obviously, we're all gateways to higher dimensions and frequencies. And this is opened up through your own inner connection of being honest with yourself, following the path of happiness as you transmute and overcome fears and doubts through your light, through your strength, through your courage. Integration, 44. That is also a number of the main collective message. The 44 came through really strong. Integration, allowing the opposing forces to work as one. So say, okay, so they're bringing in an example here. Say something makes you happy within, and then you see that reflection of non-happiness outside of you, and you're like, well, I thought I was trusting my path of happiness. Why is this showing up? Well, it's just showing you something that is to be allowed by you, integrated by you, or even to be perceived from a different perspective that doesn't cause resistance, allowing it to be your friend so that you can activate more and more happiness. Like that card, that splatter. Every time you find the perception of happiness or allow something outside of you not to be not to resist it, but to allow it, it gives you the opportunity to activate more and more of your happiness light. It's up to you to bridge the gap. They're saying again, it's up to you to bridge the gap. All right. Thank you so much, Miranda. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Master Light Blasters, for being here. I appreciate all of you. I thank you for sharing out. I thank you for your donations. If anybody wants a personal, you can always inbox me, Ria, or Temple of the Sun. And thank you for just being here. Hold on here. Okay. As far as Kelly goes, I will get back to you behind the scenes. Yes, there you are. Thank you, Kelly. May you all shine with the entirety of all the love and light that you are.